Welcome to Nordis Engage. This is a quick preview of the platform and what we have built up to today. Nordis Engage is a very powerful HR tool. We call it a platform for building evaluations that are very complex, but easy to build, flexible, and these components are reusable in many ways. Now, Nordis Engage is created around the idea that the HR team, the CEOs, the management, and everyone on the management level, they need to have these tools. Welcome to Nordis Engage. This is the platform. Welcome to Nordis Engage. This is an HR platform. Welcome to Nordis Engage. This is a platform meant to help HR and management level persons in a company. Welcome to Nordis Engage. This is a platform meant to help HR professionals and management get quick, powerful evaluations and a good overview of company's performance, employees' performance, satisfaction, and where the company needs to move forward. Now I'll show you what we have built and what makes Nordis special. Nordis has a few key items or key features. The first one is the evaluations themselves. This is a place where evaluations live. Every time you create one that is sent to your employees or management, lives here where you can search, you can filter, and you can create new evaluations. If you have already created one, you can monitor the status of the evaluation, check who of the employees or management solved certain tasks, answered questions, etc. And you can get a detailed report of every single evaluation that is complete. Here we have Nordis Builder. This is the heart of the platform. Nordis Builder is made to help you create little blocks of questions, types, and groups so you can reuse them in every single evaluation template that you want to create now and in the future. We made Nordis Builder something very flexible, and we'll continue to create more modules and more ways for you to build out your evaluations. So the builder consists of categories, property types, where you can define every single small element of a question. For example, like if this element of a question is a checkbox that someone needs to check, or a long text, short text, single answer, multiple answer, radio group, etc. So you can define your own types and you can save them and reuse them however you want. So you're not locked into a specific set of questions or question groups like in other software. We have question lists. This is a place where you actually save a singular question that you want to reuse, and of course you can rename it when you add it into an evaluation. So you can add a name, a group of a question, the property type or the question type. You can create various things within it and then you save it. After you save it, when you go to the builder, you'll have this question available for you, so you don't have to create it every single time. We have question groups. These are very important to companies. We let you add your own group if you like. We don't know and don't want to assume what type of group of questions you need, but we added those that are standard for most businesses. Here we have template statuses. This can be controlled as well, where any HR group can define their own status for a step, and that's the employees need to solve and move forward to the next step. And you have evaluation statuses. These are tied to the template statuses, and you can see how each and every one of them works. If we go back to the builder, we can go and click on one of these templates that were created before. So this is a template that's not an actual evaluation. You create an evaluation from a template. So if I create this template here, I will always use it for, let's say, my annual performance reviews, but I can call it any way I like when creating the evaluation itself. Here we have template types where you can, define what certain type of an evaluation template this is. You can set a category which controls this area as well. And then when you move to the next stage, these setups here are affected by your template selection. So here we have step 1. You can see a full list of steps that need to be solved, so you can to move from one to another. There are certain controls that can be added here. So if you're step 1, you're solving a certain question that has a weight to it that needs to be 100 at the very end when it's solved. You can add a question under there's this one. You can call it any way you like. Pick a question type, group, and add more questions. So you can have unlimited questions within each step that your employee or management needs to solve or resolve. You can also import your questions. For example, we have the demo queue for demo question. We can just select it and import it into the system, or we can filter by selection or group. As we move downwards, we can look at other steps, modify them, and final step as well. Then we move on to access privileges, where we define privileges or viewability of each and every step and the question within. This is very important for accessing information from different roles within the company and how they relate to each other. And finally, we have some settings here. We'll add more settings in the future, and then you save the template and you have a template. So if we go to the evaluations, we can create a new evaluation like this, and then we can select the template we created and pick a certain date when it starts and when is the end of the evaluation. Then we can select the entire company, or we can pick teams or people from employment type, or just managers, or whatever. And then we schedule the evaluation. We have a couple of features here that are important to set up, and we have reminders, weekly, daily, etc., or frequency type, like weekly, monthly, quarterly, biannually. So you don't have to send each evaluation every single time. Next to these features, we have tasks, which are related to the evaluations. Every single task can be solved by one or many people, and here an employee within the company can track every single task they need to solve that is tied to evaluation, or they can actually create their own tasks that are not tied to the evaluation, and call the manager or set up a meeting or whatever they like. So there is a free form creation of tasks within the company related to the evaluations or related to something else. We also have extensive grouping of employees. Each and every set of data can be imported from a company we work with. So you provide the data, we import it into the system. The form fields are set, but there are so many of them that you can pretty much match any import with this data set. We also have, for the employees, we have sets of interests, skills. We have teams as well, where you can manage groups. And this is very important later for evaluations and reporting. So we also have reports that can be built out from everything that was set within the evaluations, so you can have a clear picture of what is going on within the company. We also have a lot of different tools within the system for managing your organization, team members, departments, offices, job titles, etc. So this was a quick overview of Nordis Engage. And if you have any questions, get in touch with us and let's talk.